Have you ever looked at a house, ran the numbers, and thought, there's no way I can afford this? So you back off, you wait, you tell yourself you need more time, more money, better rates. But what if I told you it's not that you can't afford the home, it's that you're being outplayed? Because right now, buyers are just competing with other buyers. They're competing with people who have been in the game for 20, 30, and even 40 years. Cash, equity, leverage. And while you're sitting there thinking you're being priced out, they're walking in, buying the deal right out from underneath you. So today we're breaking down why buyers feel broke, even when they're not, and who you're actually competing against in today's market. So grab your coffee or something stronger and let's unrake it.
Let's do it.
All right. Welcome to Real Estate UnRaked number 37. How is everybody today?
Good. Very good.
The sun is still shining. Things are great. It's just a wonderful time right now.
It's such a great time of year. My pomegranate tree is starting to form.
Oh.
So the buds, I've never seen pomegranates. It's the first time I'm watching this happen. They like bloom a little flower, then the flower petals fall and it starts hardening. And now they're turning into little balls.
Very
So
cool.
they're probably like this big around.
Oh,
It's so nice to check every morning.
Yeah,
That's
cool.
the time. That's what you can get down here in Florida. I just want to let you guys all know that
Yeah.
that you can grow pomegranates in your backyard.
your little green thumb gardening. I like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I love your yard.
That's so.
Love your yard.
You're still working on that too, right?
Oh yeah, no, there's we're laying down sod this upcoming. Yeah, this upcoming Friday we have some sod.
Mhm.
Matt's cutting bamboo.
Oh, we talked about that. The first time I
hate
met Matt,
bamboo.
he's like, "You're from Florida?" I'm like, "Yeah, born and raised." He said, "What do you know about Florida soil?"
Like Matt, why are you asking?
Yeah, of all
that?
things, the first thing. What do you know about Florida soil?
That's the first time
Yeah.
that they've ever met. Do you know
How's the
about it?
nutrients?
What do you know? What type of grass we have in our
He's
yard?
like,
Because I don't know what type of grass we have in the
What do I do?
yard.
Wow.
Do you know the nitrogen level on the soil?
Yeah. He's texting our neighbor across the street, which we love them. They're a great couple and they have kids around our age too. So we hang out with their kids, but he's texting our neighbor, Mark. Shout out, Mark. He's like, Mark, do you have a drill bit to put the flag up on the house? Or, hey, how do you do this? Like Ellen,
Wow.
the wife's come over to our house. They're just so sweet. They have a Lola, little dog named Lola
no.
too.
Very
So
cool.
like,
Oh, wow.
it just
Did
makes
they
sense.
really?
Yeah, she's so cute.
Oh, awesome.
I love our Lolas. They're so cute. Anyway,
All right. Well, let's get this thing started.
Rock on.
Let's do it. Dad joke time.
Oh, yep.
yeah, I'm going last. I think
All
mine's
right.
gonna
Oh, man.
knock it out of the water.
Everybody, are you ready, Jaycee?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's two of us are prepared.
We're going 50-50.
All right. Go ahead, Jaycee.
What do the socks say to the pants?
Oh, no.
Sup, britches?
What's up, bitches?
No, bridges, not
Bridget, did you swear?
No, I said britches.
That's fine.
Britches. No, I like that. That
That's
was
why I
good.
hit the
That's a good one.
explicit material button every time I.
Sometimes. I'm like, you're going to bleep me out sometimes.
No, you're fine. Dane, you're trying to keep your
ready.
composure.
I don't know if I
Dane's
could beat
joke
that. That was
entire
good.
show.
That was good.
That was good.
Yeah. You know, when your wife comes home in a white suit covered in bee stings that smell like honey, you know she's a keeper.
I like that one. I like that one.
Oh, my gosh.
Is it my turn?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't say anything about this. I showed Dane this one. What's the difference between a golf ball and a Land Rover?
Oh, God.
Tiger Woods can drive a golf ball over 300 yards.
Oh,
I
man.
love that one.
That one's
That
great.
was awesome. Oh, that's so good.
Wow. That was great. Such great events.
Oh, I
Fantastic.
love it.
Tiger, I hope you're not listening.
Oh, God.
No,
Apologies.
Tiger's listening.
I hope you are. Come by a house.
Seriously, come my house. Ponte
Oh, boy.
Vedra. There's a golf course out there.
You might have heard of it.
Yeah, you
Am I
may have
losing?
been there.
No.
You're good.
Okay.
Everything's great. So, guys, what's a pirate's favorite word? A letter, sorry, in the alphabet.
R.
R.
You think it's R, but his first love is the C.
Oh, you tricked us on that one.
Yeah, that was good.
A trick?
All right.
These are good ones today.
Yeah, you guys are on point. Even though you were a little laggy, but we're good. God, that Tiger Woods. Okay.
No, I love
That's
that.
in our top 5 now.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Good
There's
job,
so
Rich.
many other ones on this one.
All right, so we're going to talk about why buyers feel broke, even when they're not. Buyers right now, the biggest mental block in the market right now is the buyers aren't necessarily priced out. They're just psychologically locked out.
And you see it all the time. Buyers are making good money. They got savings. They're qualified, but they freeze when they see the payment.
Because they're comparing it to something that doesn't exist anymore. They're stuck on the 3% interest rates, the 2020 home prices, lower insurance, but that market's just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of adjusting, they just stop.
Yes.
Put the brakes on.
Put the brakes on.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, that payment shock versus.
Ask Tiger about that.
Yeah.
Maybe lack of.
Where were the brakes?
The dad joke segment carries on. Oh my goodness.
Made me cry.
Oh man. Well, we gotta get serious. Payment shock versus reality. Buyers anchored right now to that old payment and that emotional reaction. We talked about that last week about being emotional.
Right.
The first payment quote always feels high. Oh my gosh. The sticker shock when it comes to that. We explained that a couple episodes ago.
Right.
That was on 35 where we explained a really good deep look into that. The second look, with strategy usually changes perception. So that what I mean by the second look is if you're dealing with a lender and you're really starting to put the numbers together and really kind of see what it's going to be, that kind of gives you a better feeling of where you're at instead of guessing.
Right.
Because you can always make the best educated guess you can in a situation like this, but it's always good to be rock solid, have a good relationship with the lender.
Right.
Yes.
A good lender is very good to have by your side. Very good.
That's probably two of the most important things that you really, really need as a buyer in the market or even a seller in the market is a realtor and a loan officer.
Yeah.
If you've got those two people that you can have a good relationship with and good talk, communicate back and forth, probably the best thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have that, you're guessing and you're coming up and trusting those emotions and trusting a lot of other opinions that you really shouldn't be at the moment.
That's your team.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That's your buying team.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Bridge. That's your buying team. The mental budget, that's that problem. That's why if you don't have that team, this is what you're going to run into. Buyers decide what they want to pay and not what they can pay. Lifestyle expectations versus long-term investment thinking. I brought that up last week about first-time home buyers and townhomes and everything else. Versus, I want to go live in an area where I don't have to worry about this. I don't want to change it up. When really, simply, all you got to do, if you're really that focused on it, get rid of some of the extra stuff like soda and
fast food,
eating out 5 times a week.
Yeah.
You would be astonished about how much money that you save if you cut just a little bit of that.
Oh, absolutely.
And you'd be able to get what you want.
Yeah.
And trust me, as life evolves and you adjust more probably quicker than you think you would.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people say, well, if I buy a house like this, I'm going to be house poor. I'm not going to be able to do anything. I guarantee
You'll be able to do stuff. Life goes on.
Just like Jurassic Park, life finds a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that the movie with Nick Jonas?
What did he say?
What?
I think he might be in the new one.
Okay.
Nick Jonas from the Joe Bros.
I'm going to tell you right now. Well, you made a suggestion a couple episodes ago that we need to do like a movie review thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going to hold you to it during the week. That we're going to give you a movie to watch. Jurassic Park. Do you ever seen those movies? You just brought up Nick Jonas, so no, you haven't.
I think he's in the new one.
Is he in the new one?
Yeah.
The
Joe
Rebirth?
Bro, Nick Jonas. And isn't The Rock in it too now?
No.
That's Jumanji.
That's
Okay. See, I wasn't the only one.
So you have seen Jurassic Park, right?
No,
No.
she hasn't. She's seen Jumanji.
No, I don't even want to see Jumanji. I'm not a dinosaur person.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, you need to watch it.
You do.
It's very cool. It's not all
Tonight
about
I
dinosaurs.
can't because
I might actually do it
Jason,
tonight.
Matt and I are watching hockey tonight. Supposedly the Minnesota Wild. They're
Yeah,
playing a big
That's
game.
my team.
The Wild?
Well, now that my team's on playoffs.
Yeah, we're having. I can't
Hey,
watch that. I
Florida
can't.
cannot make light. No, get me started.
Uh-oh.
They're having their squirrel
Tampa
moment.
Bay
Yeah,
is
squirrel.
not allowed.
Squirrel.
But back to this. I cannot watch Jurassic Park tonight. I can do it tomorrow.
No. Just sometime before
okay.
the next time that we do this.
Which one? There's like 5 of them.
Yeah.
There's a
Start
bunch.
at the beginning.
Just go to the 1993 one.
Just start at the beginning and work your way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, how many are there?
5 or 6.
Oh, really?
Just focus on the first 2.
Okay.
And the dinosaurs don't look real. It's really good.
Yeah.
The
Some
first
pretty
one.
bad
Just watch the first
Just
one.
watch
Okay.
the first one.
Yeah, can I stick to one? Okay.
That's fine. I don't expect you to watch all the others.
She may want to.
That was
after
my
the first
daughter's
one.
favorite movie when she was a baby. growing up.
No way.
Yeah, you ever seen a
She didn't sleep for years.
No. I'm gonna be honest with you. Here we go. She loved all of them. None of them scared her. What scared her was when Jurassic World came out. And if you see the beginning part of the movie, when you've got Chris Pratt, that's the raptor trainer,
he's training the raptors,
and then it goes to that scene where the pig just like squeals and takes off and shit scares you. That's what scared her more than these dinosaurs.
That's
seriously.
That's
but
funny.
she was walking around. She was like 1.5, 2, going
Cute.
around the house. Ah, dinosaur.
Oh, Chloe.
She was something else. I couldn't
That's
believe it.
so
And then we had to
cute.
buy her like a dinosaur costume.
Yeah.
And she was walking around the house with it.
Oh
And
my gosh.
it was
Was
always
she a
on.
T-Rex? Did she always pick a T-Rex?
She had a Triceratops
I
costume.
know.
If I could find the picture, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But that was, I think her fourth word was dinosaur.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
That's a
What was her
complicated
It
word.
was
too.
dad, shoes, and dinosaur.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Cute. Chloe.
Yeah.
Shout out, Chloe.
That's awesome.
So what are buyers ignoring right now? They're ignoring the income growth over time, rent increases versus a fixed mortgage, the tax advantage depending on the situation. We all know about the homestead
Yep.
credit that we get here as Florida
Right.
residents.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Super important. And then we're also talking about removing taxes, property taxes, all in general in the state of Florida.
Which has its
Cool.
pros and cons for
Has
another
pros and
show.
cons.
If that's for another show.
That should be a topic.
That will be a topic eventually once everything
What
kind
does
of
that
breaks
mean?
through.
Breaks down both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'll definitely talk about that.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then obviously the other thing that nobody thinks about is refinancing opportunities later on.
Yeah.
And it falls into that line, marry the house, date the rate.
Yep.
So affordability hacks buyers are missing right now. Sellers concessions.
We talk about that all the time.
All the
It's like a
Last
broken record
episode,
for
yep.
us. And rate buy downs. Adjustable rate strategies. Ooh, I don't want to get into that.
no, not.
I feel like
That's a
we
whole
need
nother
Brian
show
back
in
on the
itself.
show to
We can talk about that,
let's
but
talk about that.
that is not a great thing to do.
That's only if you're planning on buying a house and living there a
Yes.
very short time.
Very short time. Buyers slightly under max approval for comfort. Okay, we mentioned about doing that.
Right.
Targeting homes with days on market negotiable.
The longer, the more negotiating power you have as a buyer.
How truthful is that right now?
It's real good because you got a
Mhm.
lot that are over 60, 70 days on the market.
Yeah.
And I guarantee if you came in with an offer that was somewhat close to what they're wanting, I guarantee you could negotiate a lot.
Mhm.
I agree to that statement, but let me add another layer to the onion to that.
All right.
All right. Versus 2 years ago. All right. Were days in the market the amount of shorter or longer?
I would say 2 years ago, shorter.
Right. Right now, we're seeing things stay on the market a little bit longer. So
Right.
where your expectation was things are being on the market for 45 days, there's a different expectation now than there was then.
Yeah.
It's been on the market for 45 days. Oh,
Yeah.
we can really do something with it. Not as much now.
No, not now, not at 45, but if
You're
you get
looking at
70,
60. Yeah, you're getting into the
70,
60 plus.
75, yeah.
Then you're getting a very anxious seller, which we talked about last week.
absolutely.
Versus before, if it was on the market 60 days, you're as a realtor listing agent, you're getting fired and someone else is coming in.
Right.
Because the way and as fast as everything was going, you definitely needed to make sure that you're on it. I'm seeing houses on the market for 150, 200 days.
Yeah,
I
that's
have too.
very- yeah,
I've seen quite a
they're
few
getting
of
up
them.
there. Hitting that
They're
100
there.
days over.
And whenever I have a client that's looking to buy a home and we look at one of those, you know what their first question is?
What's wrong with
What's
it?
wrong?
What's wrong with
with
the
it?
house?
Yep.
And so every time, well, I do this with any of my showings, but I always call the realtor just to see the story behind it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. why
It
is there?
could be something, could be nothing.
Yeah.
But until you ask, make that phone call.
Make the phone call, communicate. We're good
Yeah.
at doing that. And
Yeah.
actually, there's other agents that actually love the fact that we answer the phone and we call and talk to them, give them updates,
Right.
especially when we're under contract and stuff. You'd be surprised how many times I hear from other agents, especially experienced ones that have been doing it for over 30 years, going, we're pleasantly relieved that you answer your phone
Right.
and you call out and reach out to us and talk to us about the
Yeah.
deal and said, is there any other way?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's another way of doing it.
Right.
I bet there's people closing or doing deals on homes that don't even speak to each other.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I bet
How
that's
are
out
you
there.
servicing your customer?
Right.
Yeah.
How you lose all your leverage with that.
Who
too.
knows?
Well, now I understand why people think real estate agents are needed.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyhow,
Anyway,
emotional and logical buying too for buyers. The fear is driving decisions more than math right now.
Yep.
Buyers are waiting for comfort, which will never come. Won't ever come.
no.
It's not comfortable about buying a house unless you pay cash and really don't care about blowing money.
Right.
When there's some people that do that don't care about and just worry about way later. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Another side.
Confidence, again, we talked about this last week, but confidence comes after action,
Yep.
not before.
Agreed.
You make
That's
a
true.
decision, be confident with it. You're gonna feel better about it, I promise. But let's be real for a second. Nobody feels comfortable about buying their first house. And I mean nobody does.
No.
I didn't even. But what happens right now is buyers are waiting to feel good about the numbers instead of understanding the long-term play. So buyers aren't priced out. They're anchored to a market that doesn't exist anymore.
So if you're a buyer right now, stop asking, does it feel good? Start asking, does this make sense long term?
Ooh,
Ooh.
the golden question.
Yeah.
Golden question. But
Good
no,
stuff's all gold.
but you know what? Here's the thing. That is true. You know, they don't understand the long-term investment with it.
They don't.
They think let's just do in and out and everything will be fine.
Right. And especially if you plan on being a home for more than, I'd say, 7 to 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
definitely you need to look in the long-term investment on that.
For sure.
So Bridget, I got a question for you. You and your husband, when you guys bought your house,
Mhm.
what was the first thing that you told yourself that you're going to buy? How long are you going to stay there? What's your plan?
Our plan is we could probably have one kid there, wait till they need to go to school, and then that's when we'd start changing. So probably be there 5-ish years around there.
Fair enough.
I would
was,
say if I had to give it a number, 5 to 6 years.
was that what you were originally thinking about when you were looking at houses
Yes.
too? Okay, that's
Yep.
smart.
Yeah.
You're in the very small percentage of people that think that way.
Thank you. Yeah. And we're thinking that. We're already thinking, I mean, we haven't even been there a year yet either, but we were like thinking too, like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a family. There might be more family that might want to move down. Thinking about Matt's parents. They might want to come down half a year, be a snowbird. So who could we rent our house, that one house to?
There you
Yeah,
go.
no
Them.
doubt. Well, I tell you what,
So-
after my wife and I moved down here
Yeah.
with their grandchildren,
Yeah.
her mom and my mom and dad all moved down afterwards. So
I think
it
that could
happens.
happen. Yeah, it
happens.
happens. And I'm like, we don't have to sell this house. I mean, we could, but we don't have to. I mean, we
Right.
can make this a long-term rental for a little bit longer and hang on to it for people that we could run it. So yeah, we're not even a year in.
There's
that.
options.
There's options, and it's fun to think about it.
Well, that's
Not that
definitely a very, very, very smart
Yeah.
way to
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think
It's
you're in a
fun.
top tier percentage of people that are making those moves, especially
Yeah,
in the newer phases of where you guys are at.
right.
Heck, when I bought my house, I didn't think that.
Yeah.
You know,
mean,
I looked at it as a stepping stone at that
Yeah.
point in time when I bought my house. And, you know, I did the work on it. I was very patient with it. I really didn't want to leave the house, but my wife did.
Yeah.
mhm,
And we got to looking at things because we either thought about either adding on to the home.
right.
And then I got to looking at, okay, would I be getting the money back if I did decide to sell?
Right.
Finding out that we were overpricing our home in the area.
Right.
And the size of the home was going to be way larger than everything else was.
Yeah.
So we looked about investing our money differently. And that's why we got us
And
into
thought
Forming
about it.
Island differently.
There's so many options that you can do.
There is.
Like smart options. You just have to be aware of them.
Right.
Yep.
Right. And this is why we tell people
That's right.
Yep.
All right.
your options.
We're taking a break from seriousness.
Oh, what's
Granted,
going
I
on?
don't know how serious this episode's been anyway, but anyway, it's game time.
Game time.
Game time.
All right. This one is called Would You Still Buy It? Or Are You Running Out Screaming?
Oh, okay.
This is a new one, guys,
That's might be a good one.
because I'm switching it up. Because buying a house just isn't about numbers, it's about situations. And some of these situations will test you as a human being. So this is how it's going to work, okay? I'm going to give you guys a scenario, and you've got to answer one question. Are you still buying the house, or are you running out screaming? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're saying you're still buying some of these, you're either committed or you completely lost your mind.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm ready.
All right. First question. This scenario is called the bubble gut showing.
Oh,
my God.
gross. Gross.
No.
Here we go.
This is
Here
where
we
I
go.
got creative on the game.
Oh, no.
You pull up to a showing. Perfect house. Everything's you've been looking for, but the second you walk in, your stomach starts making decisions without you. like full blown emergency. Got to go to the bathroom. No toilet paper. Not even the cardboard.
It's emergent.
roll. Are you still buying the house, or are you running out screaming?
I'm running, screaming.
Hey, if I feel comfortable enough to go there, I might have to buy.
Okay, there's different ways to look at it.
That's perfect.
But there's no toilet paper and you can't go in there. What if the water's not running and it's sitting there?
Hey, truth is, you should always have wipes in your vehicle.
Nah.
I'm gonna start after this.
If you had the right realtor with you, they'd have
Real.
that stuff on hand.
Yeah. So my client would have no issues.
Your client would that's what we need to do. I need to get wipes for the car.
Yep. Wipes and a roll of
My
toilet paper.
showings.
Yep. All the time. Every time.
Are you serious? You guys actually have that in your car?
Yeah,
I had it in my truck. I don't have it in my
Hey,
car.
I'll
yet,
go
so.
get it right now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
How many times have you
crazy.
done an open house where there's no toilet paper?
Oh,
I guess
Bridget.
I
Almost all.
toilet.
Hey, a lot of mine have been no toilet paper.
Bridget. So we have a very scary squirrel moment.
Squirrel
to
moment.
discuss.
All right. Let's
When
do it real quick.
Jaycee and I were doing a showing
Uh-huh.
for you, I won't say where.
Mhm.
I had to go number one, just one, but it was
She was like, "Which one do you think is gonna be the safest?" I'm like, "Probably the half bath. Like that feels safe."
none of the
She
toilets
checked
were
every
half.
single
None of them were safe. None of them were cleaned properly. Like I
I
felt
know
like
which
if
one
I
you're talking
sat on it, I would have gotten disease.
And she was very scared.
Oh.
And we
So
discovered we're both a little weird about like
yeah.
public bathrooms and stuff. And she
Yes.
was like, "Oh my gosh!"
So it just added to that.
It was
And I was like,
not
I
safe.
thought I'd be safe in a house, and I wasn't safe in a house.
So is no toilet paper worse?
No
or
toilet
is
paper.
This there was no toilet paper.
No toilet paper.
Hey,
You
look,
know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
here's for an open house. This is what I have on my list of
gosh,
things.
and there
You got a
has
list?
wipes on
Yeah.
it.
You got a list? Hey,
Yeah.
tell us real quick.
All right, a chair. So
Chair.
if it's a
Mhm.
vacant house with
Yeah.
nobody living there, charger for my phone because
Yeah.
you know you got to make sure it charges water.
Yeah.
Open house feedback form, giveaway koozies that we
Yeah.
used to
Okay.
have. My business cards, stand up to put the brochure of the house on,
Yeah.
folding table, tablecloths, scented candle. You know, if
Yeah,
it-
make it
you know,
nice.
been there.
In case you fart.
Wipes, hand disinfectant, paper towels, and of course a buyer's contract.
Oh,
There you go,
my
there you go,
God,
there you
good
go.
list.
There you go.
But you do have wipes on there. That's crazy.
Good
Okay,
job,
sorry.
Dane. I'm glad you prepared. That's awesome.
That's a good list.
We're just gonna add Clorox wipes.
I'm gonna
toilet
add. Yeah, I'm
brush.
gonna add Clorox
Yeah,
wipes.
I will have to add Clorox wipes to clean the toilet. Yep, you're right.
Poopery
All right. Wow.
spray. Sorry.
All right. So emotional
Big
experience. Emotional
Ooh,
experience
squirrel.
is shaping buying decisions on this one. All right. First impressions matter, even weird ones.
Yeah.
So, like you said, if you feel comfortable doing that, one, you really trust your realtor, and two, you might like the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be surprised. And buyers associate feeling with properties.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do have a bad situation, then maybe you not want to be there. You know?
Hey, but you know what? Life happens.
We gotta get out of
Yeah,
here.
life happens.
Life
We get
happens.
it.
I mean, whether you're ready for it or not, it's going to happen.
It'd be like
We
one of
get
those situations. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Why?
And Dane has
Because
to
I just
wait.
blew that.
Oh my God.
All right, sorry. The overshare seller. That's the next one scenario. You're walking through the house and the seller is there following you, narrating everything. This is where we used to argue. This is where I cried last year. Oh, and my neighbor, yeah, we don't talk anymore.
A bolt.
Are you still buying this or are you
No,
running?
God bless
I'm
that.
running.
Goodbye. I'm running for the hills.
Yeah.
I'm out.
That is bad.
It's
gonna be a
energy
long-
there.
Contract period.
That
Yep.
man turned a showing into a documentary.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
no.
doubt.
That ain't
That's the
happening.
do you need a therapist?
Why is
or
he even
do you need a
there?
realtor?
Yeah.
Exactly. First of all, a seller's presence kills a deal, no
It
matter
does.
what.
You should not. Sellers should not be there. Mm.
Buyer's comfort is a huge factor. We
Absolutely.
just talked about that before. And why showing should feel neutral? They need to.
Well-
They need to generate their own
Well, if you're looking at a house, you want your customer to feel at home there. They don't
Right.
want to see the owner there because that's just nervousness all around. They're not going to feel comfortable. They're not going to be at home.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You're painting a picture for them. What could your life be like in this
Sure.
house? So if
Picture
you're there,
yourself
get out
in
of
it.
there. Nope.
All right. Here's something to keep things neutral. How about this? The mystery smell. You ready?
Oh.
No.
The house looks amazing. Photos were perfect. You walk in and there's a smell. You cannot identify it.
Run.
It's not strong, but it's there. And
Running.
it follows you from room to room. Are you buying this house maybe? Or are you running from it?
Running.
Running.
No, I don't like smell.
I don't either.
Sorry.
No smells, huh?
Hence the candles.
Hence the candles on your list. Honestly, yes.
Okay, guys, every bad real estate decision starts with someone saying, I'm sure it'll go away.
Oh my God.
Nope.
Nope. Oh, so the smell is probably one of the biggest deal killers you'll ever
Right.
run into.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how many times I tried to sell a listing that
It smells hard to get rid of.
the previous homeowner smoked in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the hardest
That's
thing to
hard.
do.
It's hard to get that out.
Yep.
And the buyers usually assume worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Like
course.
a body's been buried into the wall or something, you know?
Also, that stale smell.
Oh.
The house has been sitting for a little while. Ugh.
Yep.
Terrible.
Okay, how about this one? The too perfect house.
Hmm.
You walk into a house and it's perfect, like suspiciously perfect. Price is great, condition is flawless, been on the market 40 days. Something feels off. Are you still buying it? Or are you running away scared?
I don't know. I'd have to wait to see what the inspection says.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm like, I have to do a little bit more. I would go farther
I'd
into
have
the
to do
deal.
my due diligence.
Yes.
The due
Yes.
diligence.
As a matter of fact, there was a house in Fleming Island that was similar to that. Perfect house, perfect
Yeah.
price,
Yeah.
pool, everything. But was on the market for a while. And then when I called the realtor to find out, she did share a little information as why it sat so long. So, you know,
Was it a bad story?
it was
Oh, okay.
fixable, but
Oh, okay.
but it was cosmetically bad.
Oh,
I got one of those right now.
Yeah. So yeah. And so-
toilets.
but it was a job basically
Yes.
is what it was.
Yeah,
So
that
it
would've
wasn't
been
a
a
cheap
big
fix.
You're right.
Well, if it felt too good to be true, usually
It probably is.
it probably has an HOA that you haven't read about yet.
Yeah.
That too.
But buyer skepticism in today's market, yeah. And it's important to do the due diligence.
Yes.
And why too good to be true creates hesitation.
Speaking of HOAs, that is too high or whatever.
Mhm.
I've been getting a list together. I'm doing showings all day tomorrow. And there's one neighborhood, and I can't remember the name. It's in St. Johns. 2 HOAs on a home, not a townhome or condo.
Huh.
2 HOAs.
How does that work? How'd you
They
get
got
there?
an annual and then a monthly. And I assume there's 2 different, like it's a neighborhood in a big neighborhood.
A neighborhood
Yeah.
within a community.
Yeah. And that's how that
That
works.
should be illegal.
Yep.
That should be illegal.
2 HOAs plus a CDD.
Oh, how are you living there?
Guess what? We're not looking at that.
I was
one.
gonna say, how is someone? Yeah,
Yeah.
how are they even
They can't
feeling?
afford it. Yeah.
There's quite a few people living in the neighborhood. as a
There
matter of
is.
fact.
There's quite a few.
And they all do it. All right. The parent FaceTime.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Done.
You're in love with a house. You're ready to make an offer. You FaceTime your parents mid-showing. They immediately say, nope, don't like it. What do you do?
As a young
If I
man,
like it, I'm getting it.
well, I'm gonna tell you, as a young man, if my parents told me no, that means an automatic yes for me.
That makes me say yes even harder. So yeah, no, I'm still going for it. I don't care.
It depends how I
Bye.
feel. You know, it's
Yeah.
my decision, my money.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, nothing kills confidence faster than a parent who hasn't bought a house since dial-up internet.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
true.
Outside influence on buyers, that's huge right now. But
Oh yeah.
you need to get that confidence versus dependence thing going a little bit. Help yourself. Come on, you're an adult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Decision and owning that. Own it.
Yeah.
You can prove your parents wrong.
Yes, you can.
I love when that happens. Love you guys, but
All right, how about the rate panic? Are you ready? You're
All right.
about to write an offer. Lender calls, says the rates just ticked up slightly. Your payment goes up $120 a month. Are you still buying it, or are you running away scared?
If it's the right house, I'm buying it.
Yep. I was gonna say if I really love the house, I would still go for it.
Yeah.
120 can make do.
That's a very logical,
Right.
reasonable
Mhm.
explanation. $120
Just
a
don't
month.
eat out once a week.
But there's still people that walk away over $120 a month,
No.
and then they go finance a couch for their rental that they pay 100% interest.
Right.
You know?
Boo.
Yep. Payment sensitivity versus reality. Yeah, it's there. It's unrealistic expectations. And again, that emotional reaction comes into play.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys like that one. It
That was a
wasn't
good
too bad.
one.
I didn't want to get anything involved with gas station sushi or anything like that.
My favorite meal.
Oh, in July.
Ugh.
Even better
In
time.
Florida.
Yep.
But the reality is, buying a house just isn't about numbers. It's emotional, it's weird, and it's
Yep.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're going to have ups and
We
downs with all of
understand.
it. All right, that was a game. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Game time.
Game time's over with. Back to reality.
Reality.
Reality. Blah,
There we
blah, blah,
go.
blah.
back
Yeah.
to this show.
So we're going to talk about that last little bit that we mentioned in the beginning is that you're not competing against buyers. You're competing with equity.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about the part nobody really wants to admit. You're not losing to other first-time home buyers. You're losing to people with money.
Yeah. And it's not just the money. It's equity. Like we said, people who bought 10, 15, 20 years ago, and now they're sitting on massive, massive gains like you. Double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Big
walking
time.
into deals with big down payments, cash offers, the ability to waive things. It's a completely different playing field.
Yep.
It is. So who are we actually competing against right now for most of these buyers? Baby boomers are downsizing or relocating. You've got move-up buyers using equity as leverage.
Right.
Investors still active in certain price points. Now, we talked about this an episode ago, and we in previous episodes where people are not wanting to move because they have so much equity,
Yeah,
and at the same time they like that 3% interest rate.
they do.
Right.
However, it's shifting quietly.
It is. Well, what I'm seeing now, and I've had a client to do this, they're using their equity to pay off a next home.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now wait till everybody else starts to do that. You're going to have as much of an impact on it and making a deal now versus when you could do it and still get where you needed to be. Do you think that it's really trending that way?
I believe more so than not. Yeah. I believe the percentages are going up for those that are actually using that equity to pay off their next home.
Yeah. No, you're right about
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
I really think, why though equity is winning right now and why it was going to win when we brought the idea up that they should be using this
Right.
is you can do a larger down payment.
Mm-hmm.
You can do stronger offers.
Absolutely.
There's nothing better than having a stronger offer where somebody's going to put a down payment on $50,000 or $60,000 down payment.
I would take that more than a $3,000 down payment.
So would I.
for sure.
I would even highly consider looking at a binder at a higher amount above the traditional 1%.
Right.
Because how many of these deals that we've seen in the course of last year, they're only putting a minimum down, less than 1%.
Right. Less
Like
than one.
$1,000 or something.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's crazy.
You can put that
Because, even when I was talking to you girls about, hey, when we get an offer, this is what we need to do. We need to put at least a minimum 1% down. So if it's $300,000, you put $3,000 down.
Right.
There's people that want to say, well, I only want to do $1,500.
I had a house they just spent $1,000 on.
Yeah. Why?
We negotiated that though. That was part of negotiation. If you really want it, we want at least 1% down,
Yeah.
and they came up with it.
Come on.
Wow.
Tell me you want the house.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sure.
I want the house, but
But
Right.
no, we don't want that.
that's fine. That's why there's a due diligence.
Mhm.
period.
Yeah.
Find out if you want it or not. The ability to cover appraisal gaps too is important too, because you can do that. I know when, we talk about COVID during that time frame, or even right after that things were going well above
Mhm.
asking price. The appraisals were staying where they at. So they were going over appraised value. You've got to pay that amount
Out of pocket.
out of pocket.
Yeah.
And this 50, 60,000, there was even more I've seen. at one point
Well,
in time.
my parents were 30,000 over when they sold first day
Wow.
back then.
So, again, you got lower risk for sellers doing this, and it's more attractive. People that have the money, it's powerful. It really is. So that financing gap that you're seeing right now is first-time buyers rely on the financing. When you got equity buyers that can move faster and cleaner, terms matter more than price in many cases.
Yeah.
It does.
Really does.
I've ran into that with the higher value luxury homes
Mm-hmm.
that I've been doing. People want post occupancy. They want a couple other items, and it's not that big of a deal.
And that's part of making the phone call to the other realtor to see what's important to the seller.
It is.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I highly
True.
encourage all agents to do.
You'd be surprised that you can lose $1 million deal over decorative pots outside.
Yep. I'm not going to ask how you know that.
Oh, I know. Anyway, buyers can compete anyway. They can do strong pre-approval, not just pre-qualification. So take it to the next step.
Yeah.
Get your income financed with W-2s.
Yeah.
Get all that stuff done. Really go through the motions on it. And you got a solid pre-approval. It's going to feel better. You don't have to go through that first whatever to get it done. Then you
Right.
find out halfway through it's an issue. Local lender advantages. That's also a huge thing.
Yeah.
Get a
know the
lender
area,
that,
they
that
know the
knows
market.
your market.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brokers in the area that have many different programs that are tailored to certain areas of Northeast Florida.
Yeah. And not all brokers are the same. So
No.
that's why we like to give you 3 so you can pick what's the best fit for you.
And different ones have different incentives too. Like I have one lender friend that they were offering free appraisals till end of April this month.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
You know, so they offer that stuff. You just gotta find the right fit and who you like.
Flexible closing timelines is also a good thing. We talked about that post occupancy and a few other things.
Right.
You got to be flexible. If you're not, I know there's some people say, nope, I'm closing on my house. I want it.
Yeah.
Which I can understand that because sometimes you don't have any place to go.
Right. And you got to do that particular thing.
But a lot of first time home buyers kind of run into that. Well, I have rent until this month. We're covered up to this month. So we're a little bit more flexible to do that. So just make sure that you stay flexible and stuff. Strategic escalation clauses too.
Yeah.
I did that this week.
Oh, so you got a little bit
The
more.
ex-Latoria addendum is back.
Yeah, there you go.
It's been a minute.
It has been.
I do love a good escalation.
Do you guys know what they all are?
Mm-hmm.
That is that you put an offer in.
The escalation clause?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you go up by increments.
Oh, yeah.
but have an
Increments of like 1,000 or whatever.
I have a love-hate relationship with those because I was in those, and I remember I lost my buyer lost one investment property by like $200 and something to this other investor, and I was like,
Yep, it'll do it.
So it's love-hate because it's got me winning too at the same time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Writing clean offers is another really, really good thing for buyers right now that got to finance.
Yes.
Less noise, fewer asks.
Yep.
We take a look and see what we got. If there's other asks that we need, let's get into the repair treatment agreement.
Right.
Stuff like that. That's mostly what it's going to be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The mindset shift. Stop comparing yourself and start positioning yourself. You don't need to beat everyone. You just need to win the right deal.
Right.
No competition here.
So here's a good truth bomb for you. If you're not walking into a fair fight, all right, that's okay. Because you don't need to outspend them. You need to out-strategize them.
Yeah.
And what better to help you do that than having a great real estate team behind you?
Yeah, right by your side.
Wonder who we could think of.
But hey, you're not losing because you're broke. You're losing because you're playing the game the wrong way.
The buyers who are winning right now, they understand how to structure a deal, not just submit one.
That's true.
Yeah.
With a good real estate agent and team.
We can walk you. Yeah, we can definitely guide you
for sure
on what other package you need, and we'll give you multiple options. Seeing what's working, especially in the market right now. Seeing what's winning. You know, when I tell somebody, "Hey, guys, I think a good offer on this is actually going to be asking." Well, we don't want to pay that much. Why would you say asking? You're just trying to make money. No, I'm not. Because what I'm doing is you got to let me finish that. It's going to be at asking, but what we're going to ask for is 3%. Concessions to help you with your closing costs. So that $15,000 that you want off of the price of the house, what if I can multiply that and get you a lower payment? Can you do that? Yeah, let me show you. And I explain the breakdown between the two with it. They're like, well, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It is.
Once you explain it.
Once you explain it, wins. So right now, should these people buy now or wait? And I want to settle this whole thing right now because this is a question every buyer is asking right now. Do you buy now or do you wait? All right.
Well, if you buy now, you know, there's less competition, more negotiation. If you wait, potential rate relief, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you don't know.
Yeah.
You know, depends on the interest rates. Right now, they're trending down, but who knows what tomorrow has?
Yeah, you never know. I mean, a reason to buy now, you can control the deal, right? You can control it more how you want it, how you want to structure it. If you wait, more inventory could hit.
Yeah.
That's a potential.
If you buy now, you could start building equity immediately.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so important, especially at a young
You can
age
hear
right
my
now.
snaps.
Or if you wait, if you're not financially ready, don't force it.
Yeah.
No,
absolutely.
Okay,
not everyone's ready to go right now.
That's okay.
Well, you know, good point about your equity there. I have a customer we're closing next month, and the appraisal came back, and she's already got $20,000 in equity in her home.
Boom.
And she goes, well, what does that mean? And I had to break that down for her. So she was like, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great deal. And it is happening right now. Even though it's not televised.
All right.
It's not brought up in bright lights.
Yeah.
Hey, look at us. This is what's happening. It's the fear factor is still taking place.
Yeah, no doubt.
But the truth is there's no perfect time. There's only the right strategy for your
particular situation.
True.
Let me rephrase that. Your situation.
True.
So timing the market versus time in the market. Ooh.
I like that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You guys want to talk about that for a minute?
Sure.
So timing the market or time in the market. So let's say you're thinking about jumping in to buy a house. Okay. So you're thinking about, we're just not quite ready yet. And you kind of graze Zillow or realtor.com
Right.
or homes.com. Well, why don't you just do this? Not really so much deep dive into the market, but go get yourself pre-approved.
Yeah.
Find an agent, talk to them a little bit, saying, hey, what do you think would be a good opportunity for me on this?
Right. Yeah.
And then when you get in the market, it's going to be less time in it than thinking about timing it right.
Right.
I want to find the best deal. I want to wait till the rates get where they need to be. You know what? You're going to spend less time finding a house, and you're going to put yourself in a better position because you're thinking about something and you're executing it.
Well, you're ahead of the game, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there is a huge difference between timing the market and time in the market.
Right.
Yeah. Good point.
Do something about it. Just like if we come up with an idea for us as a team, advertising wise, and say, hey, guys, this is what I want to do. You want to do this? Yeah. Well, I think we should do this. Okay, great. And we never do anything about it.
Yeah, we sit on it.
We sit on it. It's a great idea. That's nothing. But if we say, hey, I got a great idea, let's go do it. And then all four of us go, yep, we're doing it next week. And then we execute it and we go do it. There's a difference.
Yeah.
That's time that we're doing something versus time thinking about it. And it's just wasted. It really is. Cost of waiting, rent, appreciation, and missed deals. You're going to have more buyers come to the market, especially at this time of the year.
Oh, yeah.
The rates are continually to go down. The prices are kind of staying where they're at right now. So you're at a very good mix right now.
Yeah.
So if you're timing the market and that you just can't get yourself away from that, right now's to do it.
Right now is
because you can still get that negotiation stuff going on right now. And of course, do you like paying 100% interest rate? Keep renting.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And if you feel like you're trapped on that, if $400 to $600 a difference a month is keeping you from actually owning your own home, well, then you should need to continue to rent.
Yeah.
You know, there's no doubt. I'm not going to tell you, well, hey, $400 to $600 a month. If you can't afford that,
don't do it.
Don't do it.
Nope.
But if you can and you're using it because it's a lifestyle situation, trust me, you've got a lot of other disposable income that you have in your pocket that you're doing. Now you just make a slight adjustment and you can own your home. And guess what? If money's that important to you,
you're going to start building.
You're going to start building it.
Yep.
Personal readiness and market conditions. Again, that's the emotional thing.
Yeah.
You know, life is not going to wait on you for you to find your feelings.
It's always moving.
It's always going to go. You just got to jump in.
Yep.
And again, the perfect moment myth. Nah, I don't even want to talk about that.
Doesn't happen.
Strategy, guys, beats timing every single time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the drum I've been beating this entire episode.
Yeah. If you had to take one thing out of this, it's that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But here's the reality. If you feel like you're priced out right now, you're not alone. But most importantly, you might not be right. Because what looks like an affordable problem is usually a strategy problem.
Exactly. And once you understand that, everything starts to change. The numbers make more sense. The options open up and the fear starts to go away.
You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to take the first step.
And that's where we come in.
Yep.
Let's build a plan. Not guess, not hope, but a real plan. We can do that for you.
100%.
Real plan is right. I love, like I said, we talk about this every episode. I love sitting down with customers and helping them build a plan.
Yeah.
Help where they're at. Get your feelings out to us.
Yeah.
And we'll go through it. Everything will be just fine. But make sure you follow us on all the platforms. We talk about this all the time. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and anything else where you find your social stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Because we break down all this stuff, the real side of real estate, every single week. And if this hits home for you, share it with somebody who needs it and needs to hear it, that kind of thing. Because chances are they're sitting in there right now thinking that they can't buy, when in reality, they just haven't been shown how to yet. And don't feel like you're bothering us. Give us a call.
It's never a bother.
Talk to us.
Yep. Get to know us.
Get to know us. Get to know what we're like. I mean, if you like our jokes, well, guess what? You know,
Call Tiger.
My wife really likes my jokes.
Yeah, she loves it.
It's a constant reminder. You know, and I'm going to give a shout out to your daughter too, Dane, right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out Kayla.
She's become another layer of our team.
Yeah.
She's now helping us with transaction coordination.
Yeah.
She's all going to keep us walking a fine line.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kayla.
She's going to make sure all her ducks are in a row.
That's exactly right. So I'm glad to have her on the team.
Yeah. I'm excited for her.
We can't wait.
Yeah.
But, well, just give us a call if you ever need anything. Check us out. We also, what is the other thing that we've been doing here lately? Beacons AI, Linktree.
Yeah, we have that on our
If you guys see our
Instagrams.
QR code or a link for that, and you really want to not feel like you're wasting your time, click on that.
Yeah.
You get to see buyer guides, seller guides.
Yeah.
We also have where you can actually go check the market. You can actually look at things.
You can look at our website and and put your information in as far as what your criteria is, and it'll pull it up for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you don't have to go to a busy website. You can just go to this one link and it has everything set up for you. And then on the very top, you can schedule a consultation with us.
Yeah.
Schedule it. We'll call you immediately. Send us a message from there. We'll call you immediately. Heck, even send a message, a DMS through, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a comment for us. We've gotten several emails in the last little bit here of people reaching out to us with questions and
give us any ideas you want us to talk about.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to help you out and answer any questions. Yeah.
I love it. This is for you guys. This is not for us. We're here to educate you. We're here to help you get to that next hurdle. And if it was just a little bit of a thing that gets you over to the edge, to get you into the market to buy, by God, let us help you.
Yeah, we're there.
All right. Well, thanks for listening, guys. And until next week, we'll see you then.
Adios.
Have a good one.